Okay, everyone, I've got MGTI up. The low of day on the daily was $1.70. We have a little bit of support here at $1.65-ish. So potentially $1.65 down to $1.44. So that's not the best, but that's around 21 cents with risk being, look, if we go, let's go down to the 15-minute charts and see how this one looks. So if it breaks here, holding at $1.75, was sort of like a well-established level. It could go down to, as I said before, $1.44-ish. So $1.45, let's say, so it's 30 cents. And if it gets above here, above $1.90, so it'd be risking 15 cents to make 30 cents. Isn't too bad. So that's a potential play. We'll see how this goes during market open, but potential catalyst would be this potentially with would be the collapse here. A big, I mean, we'll call it a crash, but it's definitely a major correction. We gonna zoom out. So that's well, yeah, that's pretty significant. So the last time was this price. I mean, when was that? Well, I mean, it has shot up very rapidly, so it's only about 6 weeks of gains have been lost because it just went up so quickly. Look at that. I'll close that down, guys. But yeah, that's one play I'm looking at. So I want to reiterate. So a potential break of 174, and then we would wait for it to get to the 140s. And if it retraces 190, would be the mental stop. Okay. Now AVEO, I want to put together a little bit of a thesis on this one. I noticed, look at the daily chart. Get the daily chart. So it's been uptrending pretty nicely. And I've got an article here. It's a press release. Who published this? Let's get this across. So trend is pretty nice. It does have some major resistance at just over $4. So as you can see there, that's pretty significant. And where did it close? And it closed at 350. So interesting. So there's potential here. So I've got a press release on market. We'll just see who published it. Seeking Alpha. No, Seeking Alpha. Business Wire. So this is quite interesting. I wouldn't really call it, it's not the best news, and AVEO didn't really react to it too quickly, but it might be a delayed reaction potentially. And so this is the key thing here. So Cambridge Oncology today announced the receipt of $4 million in research and development payment from EUSA Pharma related to the approval of FOT IVDA. So that's pretty good, and it goes on to explain that there's a potential for AVEO to receive up to $132 million in future reimbursement and milestone payments based on assuming the successful achievement of specified development, regulatory, and commercialization objectives. So if you start looking at that, it's not, there's a potential there. It's not really causing a frenzy, but I mean, that'll be one I might watch during market open potentially. Although maybe not. I mean, closes at 350, and then there's resistance here at 370, 380. That's not a lot of support. Support 325. It's not really good risk to reward, is it? No, it's not. Alright, so okay. The company presented involvement in Renshaw. I wanted to highlight 2 slides. I thought really settled about the value of the proposition investing here. Oh, this is an interesting little article on the uniqueness of not really sure. Interesting though. Tolerability. Okay, so that's good. A little bit of outliers are very successful. And this is additional months of free survival benefit. 5. Okay, so less reactions, additional months of PFS benefit, patients required to accept adverse events. So they seem to be received well, so there's less adverse events. Okay, that's interesting. So I mean, like I said, I potentially want to watch. And then there is MGTI I touched upon earlier. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Hope you have a good trading session and enjoy your weekend. Bye.